Hey guys, Anime Gypsy here with another Hunter x Hunter review, and honestly, this chapter is pretty good. It's solid, especially the ending. We get a few useful bits of information here and there that I think will contribute a lot to the future. But unfortunately, I need to cut out some of the stuff that happened because I have a sort of time limit on the videos I could do right now due to internet speeds in the country I am in. So this is going to be quick. I'm just going to gloss over the most important things that I think happened this chapter. Now, the first one is that lawsuit that you see the when Benjamin and Camellia are basically in a court of law and they're facing one another in court. And this is important because, in terms of the significant characters that are being basically characterized in this chapter, the characters being characterized aren't Benjamin and Camille. No, they're Might and Claire Potru. Might is one of Benjamin's top bodyguards, and he is seen to be one of the more intelligent folk in the series when it comes to strategizing. So we get to see him in action. We get to see him being useful this chapter, and it's pretty nice seeing that. And Claire Patru being someone that is very important in the overall arc because he is an individual that is responsible for the basic judicial order of this. He's basically the person that you would go to settle lawsuits and the person that interprets a law in the particular, and he's the only one in the ship that we know of. And from our knowledge, he's powerful enough to basically prosecute princes, including Benjamin, who has a government position. So this guy is no joke. This guy is, I mean, political. Like, if we look at political equivalents, I'd say he'd be the equivalent of like a Supreme Court justice in the U.S. So that's Claire Patru. We get to see his significance this chapter, and it's very important. Now, the second thing I want to gloss over would be Fugetsu, and I think her name is Kancho, those two sisters. And the thing here is we're going to get into Nen abilities because what we see with Kacho or Kancho, I really can't pronounce her name. Give me a sec. She is Kacho, yeah, Kacho. So what we get from Kacho, in a sense, is the understanding that she's going to start learning Nen, and we also get an understanding that she's a fairly intelligent person because she was able to communicate with the she was able to communicate using Morse code while talking, which requires a lot of intelligence. And we just get an understanding that she's not your average teenage, like, I don't know how to explain that type of, like the mean New York girl. Like, that was the vibe she was giving. Like, the, oh my god, he's coming to a concert here. Like that was the vibe I was getting from Kacho. But during this chapter, we get an understanding that she's actually a very firm individual that really knows how to handle herself in a very tough situation, and she isn't an ignorant, ass. So we get an understanding that she's a pretty tough person. She knows how to think calmly in very rough situations, which is pretty nice. And we know that she's very caring because of her crying over her sister Fugetsu. And we're gonna get to Fugetsu right now because I said in the previous review that Fugetsu's whole gate opening thing is not her Nen Beast. It is a Hatsu ability. And I think it's been confirmed this chapter because she was able to display that she's able to control whether the gate appears or not. And this is significant because when it comes to Nen beasts, the princes can't control them. The Nen beasts are, in a sense, their own thing. Nen beasts are sentient, remember? They could do whatever the heck they want. They're not controllable. when it comes to the princes. They simply aren't. They're just their own entity. They're just their own thing. So the fact that Fugetsu could control when this gate comes means this is a Nen ability and not a Nen beast ability. And I think that's important. And it's very interesting to see what she's doing because we get an understanding that she isn't the hasty little girl just like I originally thought she was, along with her sister. She's actually someone who thinks things through because she really does think through the process of, well, what if this gate closes right after I leave and I can't open it? Then I'm stuck. So I need to figure out a way to do this, that, and the other. And she's going through the process of discovering what her ability could do. So in a sense, this adds characterization to her in terms of intelligence, in terms of strategizing. So that's nice, and analytical skills. Now, Sir dich nicht. Finally. Sir dich nicht's mother is Onma, and there's something special about this woman. Because two of Hunter x Hunter's most powerful characters, I'm not talking about this arc, two of the most powerful characters, easily top 30, or top 25, those two. Yeah, Benjamin and Sir dich nicht. Easily top 25, top 30, easily. Those two characters, both specialist abilities. I'm pretty sure Benjamin is because I don't think his Benjamin Batan could be characterized as anything but specialist. So both their abilities are most likely specialist, and they're both overpowered. When I saw that glass and the way it rotted, I was like, jeez. I was like, whoa, like, gee, like, I was hyped, disturbed, and just, oh my fucking god, like, what the heck is this? To find out that Sir dich nicht's a specialist. Well, to be honest, I won't say I saw this coming, but in hindsight, it really does fit. It really does because I could have either seen him as being a manipulator or a specialist because he's special. We could all agree he's a special person. Yeah, he's special. And I think this is showing us that he's going to be a threat later on. And we also get characterization from the standpoint of his analytical skills. That this isn't just someone that jumps in. He isn't his sister Camellia. He thinks this stuff through. This guy already got the hang of accepting that anything is possible, which is part of Nen training because, thinking of every possible outcome is a necessity when you're in Nen combat, as Theta, who by the way is still alive, said. And he was able to outwit Theta, which is surprising in my perspective, especially because he just got introduced to Nen, like, what, a few days ago? Jeez. Now, we can't cap Sir dich nicht's strength. We can't, because we haven't seen him fight. And we haven't seen Benny Boy fight, but we could assume that those two are at least troop level. At the very least. That's surprising. That is surprising. That is very surprising. Whew. I need to contain my hype. Like, geez, this is something else. This is otherworldly. This is Togashi Yoshihiro. This is why I love watching Hunter x Hunter and reading Hunter x Hunter. It's just as surprises like this. Well, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And then if you have something to say, if you disagree with me, please comment down below. And until next time, guys, this is Out of a Gypsy. See you guys later. Bye.